We're rocking, so let that thing rock.
We're rocking.
We're rocking.
The Bites are back.
Hey. Well, Queen E is officially back.
Queen E is back from
Fort Lottie?
Tampa. Oh. Even better.
Well, hold on, Queenie. Before we talk
Selling
about Tampa or Fort Lottie,
shout out.
Why don't you introduce all the boys, Bites in the back. Let's go.
Wait, did you start?
We've been starting. We've been going.
Shoot.
Oh, no.
When did you start?
It's that simple. It's that easy.
Okay.
Let's go.
Because I thought we were waiting for the screen to load.
We are. Eventually.
Okay, whatever.
Let's
Sorry.
go. Let's go.
I mean, we're going to see. We're waiting for the loading screen. If it's a city skyline floating by.
I thought we were waiting.
That we'll talk about it, but
screen.
that encompasses the Bice in my opinion. Especially it fits with our new logo. Shouts if you've been watching, you've been liking the new logos. But yeah, 18 speak on
shouts. Yeah, speak on that.
Well, welcome back to the Bice in the Back.
The Bice.
Welcome back to your rightful place in Shotgun, everyone. Thanks for
Yes.
riding.
Hey.
Thank you for riding along with us.
Hey, one day smarter now.
Hashtag one day
every
smarter.
day. You know, if you improve upon yourself, a wise man once said, if you improve upon yourself a little bit every day, you won't peak until you're 50. And you know what? I believe it.
I believe it.
And I work towards that every day. And you know who that wise man was?
Jeff Bezos.
No. The great Ty Beck.
Whoa, hold on with the great.
Sounds like a Jeff Bezos quote,
word.
if I'm being honest.
That was a Ty Beck original. Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go.
please give a round of applause for your captain, your leader, your sunglass wearing king,
Salute.
TB81.
Hey, the live crowd. Live crowd, so good at clapping. Thank
Let's
you
go.
always.
And
Damn.
to the side of the great Ty Beck,
The king.
if you want to know a little bit something about
The king.
improving yourself, about really living it,
Ooh.
if you want to be inspired, I think last pod showed us the man to go to is Ren D.
Hey, I
DC
appreciate
Mo,
that.
give
That
it
was
up, live crowd.
crazy.
Let's go.
Hey, but that's crazy. The last time we were all on a pod, we just dropped a pod today. We were all just kind of, we just spoke about, relatable things. Everyone can relate to, and really deep stuff. And I thought it was fire. I thought we did
It
great.
definitely was. It definitely was.
I'm not gonna pass on the back, but I mean, I thought there's a lot of good stuff that people can take from that.
It's relatable.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we were electric. We're electric. Us three are electric.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
auto.
it's the Bice. It's
Shut
true.
the Bice.
It's you know what we do.
Should I introduce myself or should you?
We got it. Well, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go now.
And she's back. She's the wonderful, the marvelous, the beautiful.
Flying in from Tampa, Florida.
She just hopped off the PJ, landed here, hopped on the pod. She's flying back when, tonight? Or are you staying the night up in Boston?
I'll stay a few days.
Oh,
days.
okay.
Right, okay.
Okay, perfect. So multiple pods coming your way.
Yeah.
Shout out to...
So she'll be back for more. Shout out. Oh, yeah. Introducing Queen E, a.k.a. the GOAT,
The GOAT.
a.k.a. Give it up.
Okay, no way I just gave you guys those perfect intros and you gave me that. But,
All right,
you're not wrong.
You're
not wrong.
You're better at that than
Aideen-
us.
Aideen
Work
was
on,
killing
we
it,
improve.
though.
We improve.
We
Yeah,
do need to work on that.
That
I was trying
tough
to do more
compete
like
with.
Bruce Buffer thing, but I wanted to give the shine to T-Bag.
That was tough to compete with.
Well, I appreciate
Coming in at
everything.
6'2". 105 pounds.
6'2", 105 pounds.
You would be like,
That's less than I
you'd
weigh
be
now.
a better model than Tyra Banks, because you are a better model than Tyra Banks.
Well,
Shout out.
I
Shouts
already
Tyra
am.
Banks, though. No, I don't think anybody could be a better model than Tyra Banks, but
Naomi
shouts Tyra
Campbell.
unless
You
your
fucks with
name's
Tyra
Queen
Banks?
E.
No, No, well, I think Naomi Campbell is arguably a better model than her.
Dude, why are you always?
Oh, the government is back. Stop, guys. Stop. Come on. We're just having
Not
a little pod
Matrix.
going.
But
Wait, I was
who's
gonna.
Naomi Campbell? She's another model.
Naomi Campbell?
Yeah.
Educate yourself, please. Naomi Campbell is one of the most iconic,
Let's go. Let's see who it
reverend,
is.
influential.
can we get some eyes on Naomi Campbell?
Supermodel. She is like the supermodel.
All right, we can do that. Let me get some eyes on for you.
She's a part of like the original sort of
No, we should talk
generation
about
of supermodels.
this
Before
podcast
Tyra
about to be
Banks.
Before
supermodels.
Tyra.
Who else is doing podcasts about supermodels? We are. That's who I thought. Okay.
I'm sure we're not the only ones, but
Wait,
Nah,
this
we're-
is an
we're
important
the
topic.
How do you
only
spell
what
that?
I've noticed? Randy doesn't know
interesting.
nothing about pop culture other than what he knows. You know what I mean?
All right. Hey.
And you are in a
shots
very-
Hey now.
fired.
Hey
I'm just saying.
Shots
You are
fired.
in
Can we
a
take it
very
easy
small-
on me?
All
You're
right,
in a
eyes
very
on
small
right here.
corner of pop culture.
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, that's just you guys don't know
Did
about
you know
fashion.
who Naomi Campbell is?
I've heard the name.
You guys
I
don't
don't
know
know.
anything about fashion, but
What kind of model? She's a fashion
Listen.
model?
Yes. That moment where she
I mean,
pulled
yeah,
her hair.
she's-
Can I speak?
Sorry.
I'm trying to educate y'all.
All right, put me on.
That video that we just watched of her pulling her hair back and showing the back of the dress, that is like an iconic moment in fashion history. Like that backless dress was like a pivot in fashion, and like Naomi is just so iconic, and her like showing it off, like that was iconic.
Okay.
Why was
okay.
having
Give it
the
up for
backless-
that.
Was it not a thing before? Having the-
Yeah, up to a certain point, it was like you're not really showing your body as much as like girls are today.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Revolutionary.
But wait,
Yeah.
so you say she's better than Tyra? Is Tyra Banks a fashion model as well, or is she like a model? Is there a difference between a fashion model and a
there's
model?
a difference between like a runway model
Right,
and
right,
like
right.
a ad model.
Teach me
or
the
like
sport. I know it's like a sport.
Yeah.
Well, runway is what you see people on a runway wearing outfits. They're doing shows. So she walked a lot for Versace. So
Shouts.
she'd be in R.I.P. She'd
Versace,
be
Versace,
in
Versace.
a show, and she'd have the outfits on. They're all styled similarly, and they're showing off the looks. And you go down the runway, and you come back, you pose. But fashion obviously is a very influential thing in our society.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
these models like showing it off and making it look good. And everybody talks about Naomi's walk, like her model walk. That is one of the most iconic walks ever. So
Look, she's doing it down the
when you
hall
think
of
about
Whole
it,
Foods.
exactly.
It's
she's
like Tom Brady coming
she's
back,
working.
28-3.
But when you think about it, like they really are the ones selling the garment. So for them to do a good job, it makes a difference. Like if you see someone walking weird or like
Facts.
doesn't look right, it's not going to be as appealing as like a piece of clothing that's on someone who is very talented and seasoned in doing so.
So yeah,
That's facts. That's facts.
I went to look up facts. No, I agree.
Give
I
it
think I shouldn't be sleeping on modeling, but I definitely have been. But I looked up the rules, like standards, like that you need for modeling, and it says here, height is typically between 5'9" to 6 foot. Bust is between 32, 36 waist. Or bust is between 32, 36 waist, and then the waist is between 22, 26, and then hips should be between 33, 35. So these are definitely.
You have these numbers memorized?
He just read it off.
I just read it off.
Look it
You
up,
know,
Larry. Look it up, Larry, over here.
But yeah, so no, that must be. They're looking for something very specific.
Well, the thing is that obviously we know that beauty standards in America is ridiculous and it's unrealistic for the most part. But
I feel like fashion modeling.
But the
isn't,
thing, right?
Yeah.
The thing behind having such a specific body type is because that's what makes the clothes look the best. That's really the thought behind it. But I will
it's like a
say,
mannequin.
Exactly.
A walking mannequin.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's like the sample size. So that's why they want models to be like size 2, yet tall, with, sort of longer
Fashion's an art form.
limbs.
It's an art form. It's cool because like people will talk about clothing, like they do talk about like the Mona Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
They legit get that deep.
Yeah,
into
it comes up. I always scroll
You know
through
what I
my
mean?
explore page, and I have a lot of fashion stuff, and some of it I'm like, like I'm gagging over because it's just like to me it's like how you guys feel when you see like someone do something sick in like sports. I'm like, oh
that's
my
literally
God.
what we were just
Pop off.
Oh my God. So, but the thing about, runway models and their certain body type, obviously there's been more of a push to have more inclusive,
yes.
not just models, but, clothing for people of different body sizes, because
there's no one size fits all.
Exactly. There's no one size fits all, and there's no, like,
everyone's different.
Everyone is different. Like, the majority of women are not 6 feet tall with a tiny waist and long legs,
These clothes are made for these women, right? I would assume, like, specifically tailored to them, no?
Yeah.
So how can anybody else just get them? You know what I mean?
Right. So
and look the same way.
Right.
Right. So obviously, like, when people go to buy that stuff, they get it in a different size.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, the models that they pick are meant to make the garment look the best. But the thing about that is, if we're making clothes for bigger women or shorter women or women with, who are whatever, like, if you make clothes for those women will be the ones, making them look the best. So that's why it's important to have, the variety of models. So
a reference model.
Yeah, you're a model.
Want to go off like your similar body type.
Right, exactly. And so if you go on like
necessity.
If you go on online shopping and stuff, and a lot of
online shopping is the worst, Adine.
No, it's not for girl. I mean, not for me. And
finding sizes right is like the worst.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say about that. Like,
that's true.
The models, a lot of stores have like a plus size category, and all of those models are plus size, and they have different, makeups of their body, so you can kind of see what it will look like on you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's helpful. Is that like relatively new to the market?
Yeah.
Fashion Nova's been doing that crazy stuff for a while. My sister loves it.
I think probably like the last 5 years, really, people like started giving a fuck about
fashion.
having more of a variety in like modeling and representation,
being inclusive,
and changing our ideals about body image and stuff like that. Maybe like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's getting progressive, right? It's a pretty good thing. Everyone's starting to realize. But I was looking up more modeling stuff, and I found that there's 9 types of modeling. So there's runway models.
Check.
Fashion editorial models.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial models.
Ooh.
Fitness models. Lingerie and swimsuit models. Glamour models. Print models. Parts models. Fit models. So there's quite an array of things you can be doing. And I would assume, like, I don't know where they all fall into, like...
You could be a model, bro.
Dude, I'm getting the science right now.
There's 9 categories.
Dude, I could, 100%. It's like acting.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
But yeah, I wonder if parts models, is that where you
It's like a hand model.
You're in a
like a body part.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're in a
do you
classroom.
Keep this on back here. I think
that's been running crazy. Yeah, we're gonna get demonetized. Come after us, YouTube. We're cool with it. We'll figure it out. Shouts Naomi. But
shouts.
Can you explain to me why you think she's better than Tyra Banks?
I just told you, like,
did I miss that?
Did I already miss that? Living.
If you don't. I mean, you just don't know about fashion. You don't know about like the history of it.
But like,
so you don't know what makes her iconic. But like I said, her walk. People consider her walk to be the most iconic. Anna Wintour, you know who that is? She's the
I don't.
The editor of Vogue. She says that Naomi is, has the best walk, and she is like basically, the president of fashion. She is who decides what goes in Vogue. And Vogue, obviously, that is iconic and that is worldwide, and that, the content that goes into Vogue informs, culture and society and fashion. So yeah, she says so, you believe it.
So, question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about people wearing designer? Like
what?
Like, you have a brand, like, you could easily wear Nike shoe, but you wear Balenciagas.
What do you mean?
Is that stizzy?
I think it's dizzy.
Okay, the thing about it is like, yeah, like. Like what? What?
But honestly, though,
Okay.
people wearing designer, is that like, why are you spending all that for a designer?
I think like
It's a flex, which I respect, though.
I think like, yeah, if you want to flex, if you have the money, or if you like worked to like earn something, or you're like treating yourself, like, yeah, get yourself something nice. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But there are people who wear head to toe designers who do not know how to dress. So you could look tacky as hell, but be the most expensive person in the room. Whereas you could get stuff on the low or for cheap. A lot of people go thrifting. A lot of people mix and match designer and like basic stuff.
Ooh, okay.
And they look a lot better. So get designer as much as you want, but as long as you know how to wear it. Because
Responsibly.
just because you're wearing designer
Responsibly.
doesn't mean you're fashionable,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Yeah, because
in my opinion.
I remember reading a quote where it's like, if you're comfortable, you're fashionable. Like, you don't,
Ooh.
Yeah.
you don't always have to be fashionable with the most expensive things. Fashion's kind of just like, it's an art form. It's how you can
Yeah.
express yourself and look nice while doing it. So
You just
it's a little
dress for you.
balance.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, having, a goddamn $3,000 watch on versus like a G-Shock, like, yeah, obviously that's nicer, but like, I don't know, you can make both work. I think you can make anything work, really. Depends. Just
I mean,
depends
if
on
you got the money, I mean, who am I to say not
Yeah.
to wear it? I was just,
It does also look tacky when you have
pondering.
a $3,000 watch, but your girlfriend drives you around everywhere because you don't have a car.
Ooh.
Yeah, you kind of have
And
to
that
fit
watch
your
was a
That
gift.
situation
that
you're
looks
in.
bum-ish to me.
And that watch was a gift
I shouldn't say bum.
from the same girlfriend.
That just looks.
Yeah, who's
Poser-ish.
what sugar mamas are out there? Hit my line, please.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Hit up
I need
Randy.
some money.
Hit up Randy.
God forbid. Hey,
He just he
If I was
needs
a girl,
someone to fund his full sleeve on his
Right.
right arm.
That's
Randy
facts.
needs to be tatted.
that's facts. I'm doing $20 at a time on Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, baby.
I'm doing
Shout
20
out
at a
Friday the
time.
13th. Shout out Adore the Ink in Lynn. That's where I got all my
Shouts.
tattoos.
Shout out.
Shouts. Tattoos, no. Tattoos
Well-
is another good way to express yourself, right? That's a fashion, you can say.
Yeah, definitely. It's
I'd
a
say-
statement.
Yeah, it's a statement, 100%. I think, like,
Are you really trying to get that full sleeve though?
I would have, yeah, well, I think there's just something about having a strictly forearm sleeve that, like, stands out. You know what I mean? If I do
I
get a
see
full
that.
sleeve, though, I'd probably just do a different arm.
Left arm.
Yeah, just go from there. I mean, once I eventually have the money to fund that lifestyle, I will get tattoos, but
Right.
Yes,
I do not have
sir.
that lifestyle yet because I just know the things I want in particular would be
Wait.
expensive.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what anything on your mind that you might want to get?
Oh yeah, I want a dragon.
Oh.
If I get the half
Breathing
sleeve,
fire?
I might try to make that the dragon, but it might be too small. So if that's too small, I would just save that for the full sleeve. Have a dragon just like wrapped around my arm, and fire, smoke, and then I want it to lead into a girl's face that's a half a skeleton, half thing.
Oh
like-
yeah, Stizzy.
I've showed you
Stizzy.
that picture.
Yeah.
Again, also in fire, wrapped in smoke, everything, all that. Color the eyes blue.
Ooh.
I got ideas, and then I think I want to do a tiger's face for the forearm sleeve with blue eyes.
Yes, sir. For shouts.
Shout Zeus.
Shout Zeus. Shout
The
Zeus.
goat. The goat.
Randy's
Blue nose
Doge.
pity. My blue nose pity. He's the goat. And
His Doge.
the Doge. The doggo.
Yeah, give me them blue
I have
eyes now.
ideas. I
Them
know
blue
what I
eyes.
want. I just know those are gonna be not cheap ones, and like I don't know if I'm just like ready to make that leap yet. And like I don't know. I say like what about jobs? But like fuck a job, dude. Fuck a job. Sponsor us.
I feel like jobs are.
Sponsor us.
No, for real though. I think
jobs are getting less and less
They're
strict
getting
about
better.
having
They're getting
tattoos.
better.
I see people with
More
tattoos
progressive,
out
like we were
about.
just talking.
More progressive. Because,
everything's more progressive nowadays. I think
Because like so many people have tattoos all over them. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I would like the only place you really like can't have tattoos, like probably like really really bad, are like hands, neck, face, and like I wouldn't be getting those. I can hide anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
'Cause
so
if I
many
get a
people are getting
sleeve,
those too. So
I would just wear like a long sleeve and like maybe you'll see something, but like
yeah.
I covered it up. So
Yeah.
Even the neck is like.
I think neck
You'll be
tattoos are
alright.
so cool.
I do too.
Conor McGregor has a crown on his neck and it's like the gorilla on his chest. I'm like, dude, that's so crazy.
His tats
he's
are crazy.
stizzy.
His tats
He's
are
stizzy.
crazy.
Shouts
Let's see these.
Conor McGregor coming back, by the way.
Who's he-
Some
wait,
people
who's he
say.
fighting?
ooh,
He's fighting Michael Chandler.
One.
Some people say they don't
Um,
like Conor McGregor's tattoos though. They think that they look tacky or something.
They're just crazy and they're hating because they hate on Conor McGregor. But Conor
Yeah, that
is
might be
fighting
true.
Michael Chandler, who you've seen fight before. We've definitely shown you. He's a heavy hitter. He has knockout power, just like McGregor. And I think they're agreeing at 155 or 170. I forget what the weight class is, but it's one of those two. They're fighting. They're doing a series of The Ultimate Fighter. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Ultimate Fighters, where they have
My bad.
young.
His tats are fucking wild though.
They're wild. But
Stizzy, though.
Ultimate Fighters, where they have young talent that aren't signed to UFC yet, trying to get a pro card, trying to make it to UFC.
Yeah.
So this is Dana's way of giving them a shot. And so Conor McGregor's going to coach a kid. Michael Chandler's going to coach a kid. They're going to have two teams. They're going to be coaching people, and they all have matches with each other, whatever. You see who is the better coach, pretty much. Then after that, they're going to have their own fight where they face off on each other.
Really?
Conor
Ooh.
McGregor and Michael Chandler, and they're both
Wow.
heavy hands, and that's what you want to see is some fucking
Is
hands
he fighting?
swanging.
Is he fighting at like 190, like big body? Like
I
he's
think it's
been?
170. I think they agreed at 170.
That's still big for him.
Still
though.
big for McGregor. He should fight 145.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
Wow.
That's 30 pounds, 35 pounds, and he's big body. And yeah, I think it's gonna be fun to watch. He's always electric, and yeah,
When is that again?
I'm not too sure when the Ultimate Fighter ends, but it probably won't be till summertime.
Okay, so
yeah,
coming up in the next couple.
coming up
months,
in the next
so
5
few-
months, I'd say.
Let's go.
So yeah, I'm super excited for
Lean
that.
with it, rock with
I'm
it,
super
lean
excited
with
for
it,
this
rock.
weekend. Really quick, there's a UFC card this weekend with Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman.
Leon,
Come
get a hold of yourself.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking
What the
about.
fuck are you want? What did he say?
Kamaru Usman is like
Wait,
Naomi Camp. No, Kamaru Usman
yeah,
is like Tyra Banks,
I'm
and then
familiar.
Leon Edwards is Naomi Campbell.
Okay.
And
Give me a Leon's trainer right now.
yeah, we need. So basically, what happened was crazy upset. Kamaru Usman, undefeated champ, like was supposed to win easily. Last 20 seconds of the fight, Leon Edwards knocks him clean out, kicks to the face. See it only takes one, drops him.
Yeah.
He just now becomes the next pound for pound champ. He's champ, UFC champ. Fucking everyone's like going crazy because he was getting his ass beat the entire
Really?
time, like fucking dogged on, like getting his ass
Yeah.
beat. Just like
Tyra Banks was
Tyra Banks was fucking kicking his ass, and his
fucking
his
dead.
coach just like fucking runs in the cage, starts screaming at him, Leon, you gotta stop feeling motherfucking sorry for yourself.
yeah.
He's like, wake the fuck up. He keeps fucking yelling in his face because they're from the UK somewhere. I don't know, so they got like crazy accents, and he's just getting in his fucking face. And then next round, think, headshot, dead.
Headshot,
And-
dead.
Yeah, that's what he says in the mic. He grabs Joe Rogan's mic, goes, headshot, dead. He fucking kicked his ass.
Wait, his coach said that?
No, that's what Leon said.
Oh, I was gonna
He said,
say.
headshot, dead. And
Shouts Leon Edwards, big go.
this is why UFC's
Big
so
go. Big
The
go.
goat.
He's the go. So yeah, so they're having their rematch this Saturday. Give it a watch. It's gonna be great. There's a lot of other great fighters.
Is that the main?
That's the main event. No one's topping that.
Yeah,
But
no, it's topping that.
one of my favorite guys, the Italian Dream, Marvin Vittori. He's an Italian guy. He's like one of
I
the very
thought that
few.
was you.
I'm the Italian Stallion. No, that's Rocky. That's Rocky.
I thought that was you too.
You're the Italian something, I'll tell you that much.
The Italian something. But yeah, Vittori is the
Randy, a.k.a. the Italian something.
The Italian job. That's what I am.
The Italian
The
job.
Italian job.
Randy the
Dude,
boy.
I remember one night we were shit-faced going to 7-Eleven, coming back from Boston, pretty sure we were Ubering. And we went to 7-Eleven to grab some grub. It was probably like 2 a.m.
Who were you with?
I was with Jancy. And I went to look at the sandwiches, like, what was I doing? And I found one that said the Italian job.
The Italian job. Yo, yeah.
Like,
Me and
what does that
Jancy
mean?
were screaming at 2 a.m. in the 7-Eleven. Yo.
What does that mean? Like, what is
I
it?
forgot what was in it. I'm pretty sure I have a picture somewhere, but it's gonna
Yo,
take
shout
too long
out
to look for it.
7-Eleven food.
Dude.
Give it up.
Oh my god, I would call Jancy right now
Oh.
and like love for him to tell you that story because it was fucking hysterical. I was screaming. Dude, the poor guy that worked that overnight shift just like killed me.
Yeah, he was
Oh
like,
my
I'm done.
Yo.
He probably only gets shit-faced people, but
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Italian job, man.
The Italian job.
I wonder if it was good. I should have bought it. Why didn't I buy that? I should have preserved it.
No, you shouldn't because that was literally you would have been eating yourself.
Oh god.
I don't know why that got me. I should have preserved it.
It's probably like McDonald's shit. Probably decays in 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or it lasts forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
The Italian
But yeah.
job.
So the Italian Dream, Marvin Vittori, is fighting on this card. He fights at 185. I'm pushing for him to make a champ run. He's so close. He's like ranked like number 2, 3, but like can't beat the Warner champ. So it is what it is. But yeah, a lot of great
For the
fighters.
culture.
We'll see.
Give
We'll
UFC
see.
286 a watch. It's gonna be dope. And yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
we get some betting odds. Maybe
Shout
we'll
out.
see. We'll see. But
Sorry, that reminds me.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Queenie, have you dabbled in sports betting since it's been legalized in Massachusetts?
Absolutely not.
And you never will?
Never will.
No.
Okay. I mean, I respect it. I was just
Have you?
pondering.
Yes.
I haven't yet, but I'm sure I might. I'm sure I might.
You should wait until you have money.
No, I
Hey.
agree. But
And so
That's like
should
me with
you.
tattoos. Yeah.
no, but I mean, sometimes it's fun.
I don't do like crazy money though.
Like-
I do like DraftKings.
bet like
which is-
$10 on a game on a bet, and then you see it play out. It puts the stakes higher.
Yeah.
and
It's
it's
a little
it's a way
thrilling.
of entertainment.
It's thrilling,
Mm.
especially when it's like a
I
dog that you like. Like I just did my March Madness bracket. T-Bag just did his too. So that's technically
I got Kansas
legal
winning
form of
by the
betting,
way.
and because
You
it's
guys do that like fantasy football? Like there's a winner at the end?
yeah.
Yep.
So are you in like a league or whatever? Are
Mhm.
you guys in the same one?
Nope.
No.
Who are you with?
Ask you boys.
Ask you. And you?
I'm with the Bice, Z Kane, P Mag, all them Bice, Lizzie.
He's always doing
Merrick.
stuff with his other friends.
Yeah, but
But I was also excluded from their league. So.
we.
I'm just kidding,
So
yeah.
hold on. We had 15 people already. I don't even know how it got to that point. We need to like keep
you
it
guys
at
have
14.
so many friends. Like your friend group is deep.
Shouts the Bice. Shouts the
Shouts
Bice.
the Bice.
And y'all are all like childhood friends, which is like
In the back.
which is cool.
That's weight culture. We got lucky, you know.
yeah,
Weight
definitely.
culture.
Weight culture shouts weight culture. But no, yeah.
I did not have a similar experience, but
I think.
y'all had a good time in high school. My generation,
Did you not like high school?
no.
Really? Like hated it.
I was just like in a daze all of high school. Like I
Same.
just was like,
I enjoyed
don't
high
even
school
know.
though, but like I miss high school only because we would be with each other every day in Trahan's room, just bowling.
See, I thought
6 a.m. we would be grinding homework, Trahan's room, chilling.
yeah, we would all do our homework in the morning.
Only
I would do
homework. If
homework-
you didn't do homework
yeah,
in homeroom,
homeroom.
you're maniac.
I did it all the time.
Homework in homeroom is
In
what it's
homeroom.
made for.
Dude,
For first period.
I thought I liked high school until I got out of high school and I realized how shitty ass it was.
Yeah, high school is ass because like you literally just can't do anything. You have to deal with all this bullshit. But like, the fun part was like, it was fun. I never
like,
really
seeing
had
your
a
friends
bad
every day.
Yeah, I never had a bad day because I was just with the boys every day. I'm still with the boys every day.
Sports.
But like, it was just a good time. Like literally couldn't do any wrong, dude. We would like get in trouble, and dude, I prank called a teacher on the school telephone, and like he was like, "All right, don't do it again."
Oh my god.
Mr. Liberti, shouts Mr. Liberti. But it was just like, what you did was wrong, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
You should have won class clown.
I was like, let's go.
You should have won class clown.
I won class clown.
I should have won most change, dude. I legit did a fucking 180 and no one noticed. No one still notices.
Yeah. What do you mean? I say it to you all the time.
You're still fat, Josh.
But you're the GOAT, Queenie.
Well,
because you're the GOAT.
What can I say?
Shouts
no,
Queenie.
do you know that
Shouts Queenie.
I won class clown and I won
No, you didn't.
most school spirit. Yeah, I did.
That's dope.
Yes, sir.
And for some reason, because thank you. Because everyone in my grade is soft. No offense. Sorry everyone, but I actually don't care. We had to include runners up. We had to include runners up and their pictures. So I got runner up for most athletic, which, I feel like I should have came in first, but the girls...
Who beat you?
Because you were MVP. Shouts.
Right. But with that being said, Robin Kelly won, and she's literally a D1 gymnast, so she is the only person I would lose to. If anybody else would have won, I would have been like, that's mother effing bullshit, and I will show you my
Robin Kelly. She's a gymnast, huh?
She's a D1 gymnast.
Freaky?
She's very talented. Yes,
Damn.
definitely.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
shout
pretty,
out Robin.
That's pretty
and gymnastics
athletic.
is like such a specific niche athleticism.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? It's not like sports, catching a ball, kicking a ball, whatever. It's like you need to like hone your shit.
Right, definitely.
That's scary. I just actually saw a video, like the pole spin they do where they spin and then re-grab
the bars.
the bars. Yeah, I saw it. How they train to do that, because at first, like, if you let go at a certain time, you might be like above and like hit.
Yeah, the coach just puts a mat underneath them.
He puts the mat underneath them.
Because a lot of times they'll land right on the bar, or they'll hit their feet or their hands.
And I couldn't believe, like, you gotta like be paying attention. You can't be like, like on your phone. Like, you gotta like.
That would be Randy. She would slam her back on the pole and be paralyzed.
That's
and
why
Randy
I'm
would be
gymnast.
like, "Oh, sorry, I was just on Instagram."
the vice were texting me.
yeah.
No, but for real,
imagine if your coach was just like,
and like sometimes they'll preemptively do it even if like they don't need it, but like better just like safe than sorry. And it's like, dude, I saw that video and I was like, damn, like that's like scary. And like you got to be a freak to do some gymnastics.
Have you seen the videos of like they'll be
body
doing
control.
like
they're so shredded. Like I can't believe how like in great shape they are.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get like you guys. We're just trying to get like you guys
definitely.
legit.
Well, because you do like back flips, back handsprings off your arms, off your legs. You launch yourself. Like you have to be so toned and
such,
like disciplined.
you gotta you can do muscle ups like it's nothing.
Right.
Literally. They climb ropes without using their legs.
They do the flag pull.
Yes.
Yeah.
The flag pull.
From 50 feet in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they start flapping with it.
So it's really cool. And
that's
one of my
oh my god.
That's pure core. Just flapping 50 feet in the air.
Pure core. Literally only abs. But I remember learning one of my anatomy classes. Like there's this thing called proprioception. Have you guys heard of it?
Shouts, no, but shouts.
No.
So it's kind of a sense that the body that we have. I'm gonna look up a better explanation of it. But basically, what it is it's a sense you have where you know where your body is in space, and like there's like a neuro system about. So proprioception is awareness of the position and movement of the body, right? So also referred to as kinesthesia is the sense of self-movement, force, and body position. It is sometimes described as the sixth sense. Proprioception is mediated by proprioceptors and mechanosensory neurons located within muscles, tendons, and joints. So I
feel like that's like just like self-awareness of your surroundings.
Yeah. But like in an elevated sixth sense type of way where like you're a gymnast, right? And like you just know that like, all right, I'm doing a 360 spin, we're about to grab the bar, like you know where you are in order to like catch yourself. you know where you are in space because like something
you think
about
you have that?
I'm not. I do not. I think what I'm saying is like most athletes have better proprioception, like more.
Do you think you
sensory.
have good
Yes,
proprioception?
he does.
Ty?
Yes.
I think I have decent to moderate.
He was doing like the
I think
the
mine's
tennis
quite good
ball
as well.
ones. Yeah. He was working on it, like doing exercises that help it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
You would do things that would aid in that process. Is what I'm saying. Like working where like having like doing catching the ball over the shoulder because like you know where the ball is and where you are in space because you have a sense, a direction, something about your sensory neurons feel it. Right? It's like it's hard to explain. Right? It's like not super scientific, but it is a
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it's an interesting thing, and it basically just like helps. It's good for athletes, right? Knowing where you are in space, knowing where somebody else or something or anything is in space, just like
and that would
helps you.
Yeah. So
you
when
know.
you're spinning on the bar,
When you're spinning on the bar,
you know when to catch.
you got three bodies about to attack you. You know when to whiff, know when to like, you know what I mean, like things like that. Like you just become better at movement, right? So that's why it's such a. I remember learning about that. It was really interesting.
That's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
yeah, I think like
Thank
people
you
like
for educating
athletes,
us.
like gymnasts, things like
Yeah.
that, like have to have
Proprioception.
that. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have that, I don't know if you can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you
Probably.
practice, you can get good enough, but like I think that's like such a basic genetic like need that you need to have.
And
You're probably right.
like speaking about models, gymnasts also you get kicked out for not if you're too tall, you can't be a gymnast.
Well, it's not that you don't get kicked out, but it's easier
But you're
to
going
be
to be-
smaller because
Yes.
you can tuck smaller. You can
Interesting.
fit
You
in
can't
between the
compete.
bars
Fit in between
better.
the bars.
You can't
yeah.
compete as easy.
Right, exactly. It does inhibit
Maybe
you
I should
being
be a
tall.
gymnast.
Your mobility, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd be shredded. I could see you on the rocking horse thing that they do. Have you seen that?
The rocking horse.
The pommel horse.
Oh god, what is
Hold on.
that?
Where's
Is
the
that the thing
jump?
with the beam?
No, this Randy. This would be.
It's an
this
event
would
that
be you, Randy.
it's a
Movies, by the
women
way,
that
shouts.
don't. It's an event that women don't do. It's just for men.
Interesting.
And
Oh, I
men
didn't even know
also
that.
do the rings, and women don't do that. But
The rings. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that is probably like the most insane thing I've ever seen.
yeah, but
They just
men don't
fucking
do
loop
like
it.
yeah, men don't do like a bar routine.
Oh, men don't do the beams
Oh yeah, they don't do the beam.
because that's more like ballet type dancing, right?
What's it called? Rocking
I don't
horse?
think that has anything to do with it. I think it's just they don't do it. It's just one of the things they don't do.
Yeah, you're right.
What's it
There are
called?
male ballerinas.
Aideen,
What's
I
it
gotta
called
ask
again?
you,
Aideen?
Pommel horse.
Pommel horse.
since we're talking about gymnastics, do you like movies, Aideen?
Love them.
Have you seen the movie Stick It
I feel like I might have.
about gymnastics?
Or I saw like.
Does
a
this look
preview for
familiar
it.
at all?
It sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen it.
She's just like a badass, but she's dirty at gymnastics. She's a good athlete.
Actually, yes, I have seen this.
she was shredded. God damn.
Yeah.
Hey, shout Stick It. They're hot as hell. Yeah, look at that hair.
You know what movie I love is Bring It On,
That's a cheerleading movie,
which
right?
is cheerleading.
Do you think they got better with as many as they had, or they got worse?
All of them are iconic in their own way.
Oh,
Randy, this is you.
this John. Hey, he's young tatted. Oh, he's at Olympics. That's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, damn.
Look at that. Look at the wrists.
Oh, damn.
The
look at
wrist strength.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
I could see Randy doing this, OD.
I could not do this.
Randy could go in.
Dude, you should break dancing right now. Look at him.
Yeah, yeah.
You think it's easier to do it on your wrist, in
uh-huh.
your hands, or your head? You know how like people will break dance and they'll spin on their head?
That's on like a flat surface. This is like limited space he's working with.
That's for sure.
Yeah, he's
He
actually,
looks like a Power Ranger.
He's going off right now.
Oh,
Oh. Sticks the landing. Wow.
oh.
So how much is that is choreographed and how much of it is freestyled? How much is he just freestyling up there?
He probably practices
He
the
practices
It's
that
probably a
every
routine.
single thing. Damn, that's a
Yeah.
lot to remember.
Yeah, it's probably a routine.
Impeccable, by the way. He looked like the fucking Green Power Ranger, though. Like, no cap.
Let's see the
Ooh,
American.
USA.
He looks like the guy from Karate Kid.
America, like, doesn't have...
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey.
I haven't seen that one before.
Hey.
The spin.
The women's
The
team
one-arm
in the
spin
US
is
usually
wild.
better than the men's. For some reason.
Look at the bars in the back. She killing it.
That's a man.
He killing that. Might be.
Oh.
Hey. He's just like
Damn,
a
I'm
pendulum.
mesmerized by this.
Yeah, he's
This
just
is
like a
crazy.
pendulum right now. His body.
We're talking gymnastics. We're talking modeling. Damn, we're
Pommel horse.
Good landing.
we're talking
Stuck
about
it.
all of the underrated.
Now think about how
sports.
many amazing male athletes there are in the US. And so if gymnastics wasn't so feminine and it wasn't so stigmatized in our country, imagine the ill gymnasts we would have.
I wouldn't say stigmatized.
That's what they say. The same thing with soccer, aka football.
I
I don't
know.
think
It's
soccer
just
is
not
like a
pushed as
gender
heavily.
thing.
I don't know. I wouldn't say anybody's has
Yeah,
said
because
like,
it's
gymnastics is you know.
well, that's like one of those unspoken things. You're not just gonna outright say that, but it's just one of those things. It's like when men like dance. It's the same thing with volleyball.
I think dancing is
in
dope.
our country. Volleyball is considered a more feminine sport, so there are less.
That is kinda
male,
true.
Or it's
But I
less
have such a blast
popular.
playing volleyball's so fun.
It is so fun.
Especially on
Yeah.
the beach. That was
It's crazy fun.
We used to steal this girl's volleyball and that just to play volleyball.
Shout
But
out.
we'd give it back. We'd borrow. I would say borrow it. Stealing was a bad thing. We borrowed. We
You
borrowed.
gave it back. You gave it
Shout out.
Cut that off.
Shout out Queen E.
Shout out to Queen E.
Volleyball.
Demon.
Demon.
back. Oh yes.
Everything MVP.
Captain.
No, I don't. I wasn't MVP, but I was captain.
Track was MVP. 2-time. What are we talking about? Give it up.
Not one, not two, but 3 times.
No, I was only MVP once, but I was all conference twice, and I was MVP
Even better.
every time.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
not
sir.
MVP. I was an all-star every time.
Okay.
Let's go. Easy.
Anyway, MVP. That's all that matters.
Must be such a weight on your shoulders being so good at everything. Crippling weight.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it's really hard.
No, that's dope though. I mean, what's cool is like
Shot
that's literally God given, and you're utilizing it. You know what I mean? If you're not utilizing
not
it, that's even
anymore.
worse, right?
Not anymore, but
But-
I have other talents.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you utilize it when you could, right? And I think that's most.
And
cool.
if it wasn't for COVID, she'd be volleyballing for Salem State.
facts.
Yeah.
Go
Facts.
Vikings.
Go Vikings. Shouts.
Shouts Vikings.
But yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of glad I honestly didn't play because
he had other things to do.
It was a commitment.
sports just aren't for me anymore. Like, I'm just not about the lifestyle anymore.
Facts.
Yeah.
I feel you.
To each their own. To each their own.
Just not really like competitive like that anymore.
Yeah.
Or
What do
I
you
wasn't
think
really
changed it?
ever. I just I don't know. I just played sports because I just always played sports, you know what I mean? And I was obviously good, so I was like, I'm going to keep doing this. And it was fun. And it was the same thing like you guys were saying. Like, the best part was just seeing my friends every day. And, like, we would
Facts.
just fuck around. Like, my volleyball team was not good, but we did not give a fuck. Like,
Hey, you had a good time.
We
not
literally
being
just
good.
messed around. And low-key, we had, like, triggering experiences. This fucking guy.
Hey, turn all the cell phones off. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry.
We low-key had like triggering experiences because we had like psychotic coaches, so we all like bonded over that, but it was still like fun. But
You were just over it after a
yeah, I
long
was just
time.
over it. I was like, I don't even care about winning. Like, I don't care. I just want to play and like have fun. I don't want it to be competitive. Like, I just want to have fun. So I don't want to have like this like tension between one side or the other. Like, we're just
Right.
vibe.
'Cause they
I just
want
want
you
to
to
vibe
push you.
out.
Yeah, they just
Like,
want to push you as hard as you
Yeah.
can. And like,
Yeah.
you're
Vibe
just trying
out.
to chill.
Just vibe out.
Just trying to chill. No, I get that.
Now,
get
I was a
so much.
playmaker, don't get me wrong. I did what I had to do, but
It's like
it was
Conor
because
McGregor.
I was
he's-
forced. I
the
was
hunger's not there
forced.
anymore.
But you were also.
Yeah.
The hunger wasn't there anymore.
You say this, but
Just hungry
when
for other
at the
things.
game,
Yeah.
like when you were in it, you were hungry for it. Because when I would
Yeah,
go, you were
because-
the only one. You were
'Cause you
the
had a job to
motivator.
do.
You were on people, like telling them to do this, do that. Because what else are you gonna do if you're at the game?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It was like, I wouldn't say it's the pressure of it, but I was like, I'm not gonna be out here and not put my whole back into it because it is like competitive. And so when I am playing, I'm competitive.
She flips the switch.
Right. I'm competitive to the extent that I want to play well, but if I lose, I don't care. So it's like, I'm not going to be all worked up if it's just like, I just want to play a good game.
Yeah, no quiet bus rides home. Like, let me chill.
Right, exactly. We lost, but like, fuck it. I don't care. Like,
no, facts.
I'm not going to be like disappointed or like
be
fucked up over it. Like, I'll be like, was it fun? Like, did we play well? I feel like
we had more fun.
That's more important to
me.
We had more fun.
Being dead silent on on the bus rides home was miserable. I hated that.
So stupid.
Yeah, it is dumb. It's like a way to shame you. It's like, dude, no shame. Hey, we took a loss. Whatever. Let's get it back. Hey,
and y'all are still young men.
No talking.
You know,
heads up. Short memory. Heads up. Let's get after it. Like whatever. We're
just
on the
forget
next
it. Act like it never happened.
Act like it never fucking happened. But in practice this week, we're gonna do extra laps. We're gonna get better. We didn't do any conditioning our senior year. That was a crazy thing to me.
Crazy.
I think you gotta be grinding. Like, if
you gotta,
if you want to do
need condo.
Dude, condo is not only good for like obviously the cardio benefits that you'll utilize from it, but it's like the mental fortitude that you gain from that with your boys that makes you fucking way better. When like,
Ty, what are you doing?
when I'm fucking on my knees, huffing puffing, and T-Bex, hey Randy, let's go.
Pause.
Hey yo, whoa, hey yo. Can we get a pause?
I hate that the next word you said was T-Beck.
The T-Beck. All right, you know what I'm saying?
He literally was like, T-Beck is like, Randy, let's go.
All right. When I'm dying on the field and T-Beck picks me up and says, hey, we got 10 more, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the other thing.
Shout out field work. Shout out.
No, that's the thing is like that. I look at T-Bag, he looks at me and goes like, come on, let's go. Let's finish this. Like that, just like, all right, let's finish this. You know what I mean? Like, how can I got my boys looking at me like, if I don't run, we got to run more. Like, you know, so it's something about that, just the mental fortitude to where like you're willing to die. Not only are you willing to die, but you're willing to die for your boys, and your boys are willing to die for you back, and like
you can trust each other.
That's one thing about.
That's such like a big thing.
That's definitely one thing about my volleyball team. Like, we did OD conditioning. Like, we did OD conditioning, but we were all on the same page about, you know, maybe call it leadership, but we were all on the same page about do it the best you can for this 10 that she gave us, so we don't have to do another 10. Because you know what we can't do is 20, but we can do 10 good ones. So let's fucking go.
Yes, sir.
So we were all on the same page about that, thank God. Because the worst thing is having someone fuck it up for you and just be like, let's just get this done. You're making it worse for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's facts. No, yeah, that's a big thing when you have to do extra shit because
we used to
some kid is dying on the ground and won't move.
Yeah, we used to
for
do.
For girls,
like,
it's like someone's having an attitude, so they don't want to do it. It's like, fuck.
Really?
No.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before.
I haven't heard that either.
It's all up here with girls, like
it's
sports.
all mental.
Damn, that's
it's
crazy.
all mental for anyone, boy or girl.
But
I think, or 80% mental, 20% physical.
Yeah, cardio is so mental. It's like a willpower thing, and I just can't. I fucking hate it. But I mean,
it sucks.
That's what forges a good team.
It's easy, but it sucks so bad.
It's what it creates a great team because, like I said, you just learn that like you're out there for each other, and that's like really the most important thing.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I think that, you know, being involved like in sports throughout your childhood and like into high school.
So formative.
It definitely is formative. It definitely teaches you a lot about, you know, life lessons and teamwork and being out there and contributing. But
Facts.
I think the culture around high school sports is like
it's flawed,
low key fucked up. So
yeah, I agree.
It's too much about the winning and not enough about the forming of the human being and giving them the foundation.
The education system in general in the U.S. is flawed and fucked up.
Public school is flopping.
it's crazy, and like it doesn't need to be. Like I don't know, I have a lot of my own criticisms and like things that I think education system can improve in general, but I think like
Facts.
I think you have to make it
Financial literacy.
like, yeah, that's like something like, dude, I don't even know how I would mortgage a house. I don't even know like how to sign up for a credit card. Like these like how would I go about getting a loan?
Simple stuff, right?
You know what I mean? Like these simple things, right? That are supposed to be simple. It's like I was never taught any of this, and like
Right.
that's like crazy to me that like I'm about to live
Yeah.
a life that you didn't prepare me for.
Well,
And they expect like my
aside from-
parents to do
yeah.
that, but like I don't know.
beyond curriculum, I just think like the culture of high school
And
is
culture
so
in general is flawed.
odd. Like
Yeah.
think about the high school that we went to. I don't know how you guys perceived this, but like the whole, first of all, Wakefield High loves a type A student. Top 10 in the class
Yeah,
type
yeah.
shit, involved, student government,
Involved,
sports
yeah.
and or band and or theater, whatever, a
Well-rounded, yep.
combination. They
Yep.
love a well-rounded student. They love a student who
Excelling
goes to a Big
well-rounded,
Ten
yeah.
school, an Ivy League.
Ivy.
They love those students.
Yeah, they get the
and
shouts
so
out way more than
they
anyone
kind
else.
of swipe other students in the rug, under the rug.
in like the art area, 100%.
Yeah.
And
No,
there's some
I'm
good
talking
art
about the
people.
kids who are not involved but are just going to school.
That's true. That's true.
Why is the high school not giving all these kids the same attention and, opportunities?
Mm.
That also being said, there definitely was like categories that I feel like the culture of the school just put you in, like
hierarchies, yeah.
athletes obviously, but like people who were very involved and the smart kids. But if you were an athlete and not a smart kid, you kind of were just like a Dumbo.
Yeah, but you know what? I think
It's
us three busted out of those categories.
Oh, I
I'd agree with
definitely
that
did,
too.
but it had me locked in high school, and it just like when I got out of high school, I was like, I actually don't know who I am or what I like because I just did what
You told me
I
to do.
was supposed.
Because you told me to.
Right.
Because you told me to.
No, but I think it's so funny because like I can only speak for our grade, and I feel like our grade really didn't have like a clique. I think everyone was pretty much cool with everybody. At least
it
I was cool.
wasn't-
I was cool with everybody. Like
It wasn't
anybody.
like an attitude amongst the students. It was an attitude amongst the adults,
the authority
teachers
figures,
and administration.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't
a great
even,
point.
It's not about the students. It's about the culture of the school.
That's a great point. No, that's a great point.
And how we go into this high school with the teachers having this type of energy towards you if you're XYZ
That's
as
a
a
great
student. Those kids who like kind of were annoying and like maybe weren't like the most studious or whatever, but
Yeah.
like whatever. But sometimes teachers would like pick on them
Yeah.
and make it so much worse
That's
for them.
facts.
And it's like maybe if you worked with them a little bit, they would be a little bit more impassioned about being in class and like learning and actually doing what you want them to do.
Yeah. Some of the
You know?
best
Facts.
teachers in high school were the ones that were best at juggling those kids as well as the normal
Right,
kids.
right.
Like now that I like look back and think of it, like some of my best teachers were like the ones that I remember that the most. You know what I
Right,
mean?
because they put in work to all their students.
They were just chill and like
Yep.
we're all about everyone just like learning, just genuinely learning. Like I don't care what you learn, I just want you to learn something. Is like
Exactly.
what is all I can think of, like
Exactly.
Gus was awesome because he was so chill, but like just genuinely just wanted you to like try. your
Shout
best.
Chicken Palm. Shout Chicken Palm.
Like
That's how
Give
Mr.
it up.
Cummings was too.
Cummings is he's a good
He's a
teacher.
great teacher.
He's a good teacher. Hundo P. No, a lot of
Yep.
good guys. Shouts to everyone. Seriously.
Yeah, big
There-
shouts.
I think
big
there was
shouts.
more good teachers than bad for sure, but like I think that's just my experience of it. But like no, I mean high school is just a weird time for everybody too. You know what I mean? Because it's a bunch of kids just like figuring themselves out while doing something they don't want to do around people that they most likely don't want to be around.
But
It's such an
also-
automatically like bad, like inherently bad place to like start like that formative thing. But like I don't
Also,
know, we
there
all
is
found
that
good out of it, I
attitude that
think.
like you have to have yourself figured out. Like it's not okay
There's
to
that
just like
attitude.
be lost or just like
Be
do whatever,
lost,
or
yeah.
just sort of like float through because it's like you have to have it figured out. But what you come to realize is you get to college and you really, or whatever you do after high school, and you really start figuring it out. But people makes it seem like high school is where it starts, and
Yeah.
you'll never change after that.
Todd, you had Mr.
It's like-
Mr. Fitzgerald with me, right? Mr. Fitz. I'm pretty sure we had the
I
same class.
I never had him.
You never? Did you have
I
Mr.
had him,
Fitz?
yeah.
Oh my God, goat teacher, because he was the one that really
he was
taught
like
me.
real.
He was real as fuck. He was literally like, if you don't got to figure it out, like that's fine. He was like, take your time. Like he was telling me, like money comes and goes. Like you will find ways to make money.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Like you will find ways. Like even if it's ways you don't like you'll make it work for you. Like just give yourself some time. Like he was so real. He was real as fuck. He was he was dope. I remember like he would ask me for assignments, and I was like, "Oh, Fitz, I already turned that in." He like, "Okay," and he would just like give me like a B, like I didn't turn anything
Yeah,
in.
literally.
No, but I
we
tried
would
hard.
we
I
would
tried
like
hard. There's
take the
sometimes he
quiz.
gave me some.
We
some
would take the
freebies.
quiz like together with the class, or he would read out the questions, and we would be like, "That question is kind of confusing," and he was like, "All right, I'll just give it to you because you're right. You're right.
That one was misleading. You're right.
He was like, because actually it could be this or it could be that. So just and then he was like, and then I'm gonna give you one. Okay, it's B, and then number 8 is D, and number 10 is C. So you can just have those off the bat, and you're good to go. And we're like, thank you.
Did he ever? What he would demonstrate for our class? Like he would demonstrate like, situations you would be in life, or like, because like he's a lawyer. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I took criminology with him, so he would talk about.
Yeah, he also had his firsthand experience, which is really how you learn.
But did he ever keep oregano in his drawer? He would have like spices in his drawer. Did he ever?
I don't remember him showing us spices.
One time he's telling us, he's like, all right, like say I'm an officer, or an officer is knocking on my door, right? And he would like tell us like what to do when like an officer like.
Oh yeah, he would always tell us, be like, if they come up to you, they start asking questions. This is what you say. This is what you show them. You don't say anything else. And we're like,
yeah. And so he was like, imagine an officer knocked on our classroom door right now, and he wants to check my drawer for some oregano.
oh wait,
maybe
yes.
like weed. He's like trying to talk. He's trying to see if I have.
Yes, I do.
oregano.
I do remember this.
And like he's like talking about like drugs and stuff, and he's like, no, officer, I have the normal amount. And he's like trying to like talk about what to say.
I have the normal
because he's like,
"Have you ever
let
caught
me
some
educate.
oregano?"
No, because you know what's real about that is like he's like, let me educate these kids because I know they're gonna smoke weed regardless of what
They're gonna party.
I say.
They're gonna get in trouble.
Regardless
exactly
of what I say.
18.
So let me actually prepare them to keep themselves safe so that they know.
He's woke.
Because
He's woke.
not to finesse the law, but to stay within it while still having a good time. He's like, there are ways to do it. So
And I took, and this, you only learned that in criminology, and you have to take that as a senior. So we were like 17, 18.
And
so
I took it.
It wasn't like he was promoting underage drinking. Like we were getting to that point.
We had been doing that.
We had been doing that. And we were getting to a point where it's getting real now. We're getting adults where it's
about to
no
be in
longer a
college.
joke. Exactly. It's no longer a joke. So he was just teaching us, preparing us for fucking life, which is what fucking education system should be doing, motherfuckers. I keep saying this shit. You know what I'm saying?
We keep saying this.
Fuck. But I still don't know how to get a fucking loan, dude. God damn. I could use a loan too. Shit. No, I'm kidding.
Well, the
But
banks are crashing.
The banks are corrupt. Yeah, the banks are crashing.
I guess we're going into like another recession.
I fucking hope so, dude. That'd be sick. A complete world fucking society collapse is what we need. Start over. Like The Last of Us.
Without the disease,
Without
but
the
just
disease.
like a start over. Everyone just agrees
That
to
actually-
start over.
That show actually just ended. I wish we could. I want to talk spoilers about that so bad. But we'll
look-
do that
I
another
don't
time.
even
Another time.
see that.
Yeah, we'll spoil it
Another
again.
time. Another time. But yeah, no. I think there's a lot.
If the world
So-
just restarted,
I only really remember
just
good
with
things
the
about high
Bice.
school. Hey, the Bice could turn it around. But looking back at high school though, I really don't remember like a lot of good things, a lot of funny times, a lot of good moments, and yeah.
So are you stuck in high school?
I think I'm well removed, but I just think that I think you find the good in shit. Like you look back, like why would you want to remember the bad things? Just like remember the good things you've had in life. You know.
I just don't even think about high school anymore.
Yeah, Queenie's checked out, but I totally get it. Like not everyone had such a good experience. I mean, not that I had a great experience, but like I think I had a lot of
I
things
just think
that turned
like
it around for me.
the version of me in high school like has no relevance to who I am today, so it doesn't.
But
even
they would be
matter.
so happy of you today. They would look at you and be like, "Damn, I'm proud of you, Queenie." At least that's how I look at it. Like if I were to look at me when I was 16 in high school, like
Josh Peck.
I think that 16-year-old me, even though he was a little punk, like I think he'd be like, "Damn, like I'm really happy what's going on there." You know what I mean? I'm happy with where I'm going. where I head up. You know,
that
Yeah.
head,
Do you
that
not think
head of
that?
lettuce is
I
getting
don't know.
somewhere.
that head of lettuce.
It's like,
We're using our
damn, look at that
brains,
hair.
our heads, and our minds. If you don't know where that's from School of Rock. Shouts.
Jack Black.